Hey guys, so today I want to talk about something that you should definitely contact the county for, like before you start working a list. And I always get inspiration from videos of experiences that I've had with my one-on-one clients or a cohort student that has like one on their own to do their own list. And one of the things that I think I failed to like reiterate in a cohort, because I pretty much do all the work and I do all the research prior to the cohort, so I don't even think to like tell my students or clients to do this. So I'm gonna kind of like say it now, because most of the time when you're working with me, either on one-on-one or in a cohort, I'm pretty much doing a lot of the work for you. And so I just thought this was really interesting because this particular student went out on their own to do this, a one-on-one client. And I just realized that it needs to be said, or it needs to be reiterated, that when you're getting a list, there's a few things that you should know prior to getting that list, because like you will see, or I've talked about how to get lists quick and easy, or I just saw someone make a comment on like, yeah, can't you just Google a list? Yeah, you can like Google a list and get lists just by Googling a county. But not all counties are created equal, because I talk about this all the time. But what I really, really, really want you to know is two things that is very, very important when you're getting a list and you're about to work a county. Number one, you really, really need to know what the redemption period is. And if you are new to this business and you don't know what that is, basically, every county has a period of time until you could collect. So, say for example, California, which I feel like it has the highest overage amounts, but now you're having to wait a year. Not only is the redemption period ending in a year, you have to wait a year to actually get the excess proceeds if you want to check. So I'll probably be doing a discounted one for California in the beginning of the year, because we'll only have like 3 or 4 months to collect on two counties that I've worked in the past. So one of the things you definitely want to know is what the redemption period is, because you don't want to get a list and you start working it and all of the overage claimants are no longer able to collect because the time has passed. Number two, which is like, I was like, oh my God, I was like, why? He did this, he did all this research, and I felt really bad about it. He pretty much did all the research, and I was helping him with the claimant, and I had to call the county for something else. And I don't know, out of curiosity, I was asking them about the overage amount, right? And so, what a lot of times people don't realize with these overage amounts, when you get the list, you get all excited because it'll say what the overage amount is, which is pretty much what's collected, what's the difference between what they owed and what actually sold, right? So, it's really important to get clarity on the amounts. And so what ended up happening with this one particular student, they were really excited about, claiming at least like 4 6-figure overages. And I just so happened to call the county and ask them, okay, is this the net or is this the gross? And so what I mean by the net is, are all the other things that were possibly on this property deducted from the amount? So, what I really, really, really want you to get from this video is, when you get a list, you want to get clarity on the overage amounts, meaning you want to know if all the liens have been deducted from that amount. You want to make sure that there's one or two people, because what I'm finding is counties will like only give like, it'll give like 50-50, or they'll split it amongst the three people. So you want to ask that clarity if there's more than one person on the overage list. And then number three, you want to make sure there's like no mortgage or IRS like liens on that property. So the in a nutshell, when you get a list, you want to contact the county and you want to say, I have an overage list. Is this the net amount after all liens or other encumbrances have been collected? And what that basically means, has everybody been paid? And is this what's left over to the claimant? That's what you want to get clarity on, because you don't want to go after what you think may be a six-figure claim and it comes out to be like 20 or 30,000. So I say that all to say, like I said, it's really important if you're going to go about this on your own to kind of like know these things and to ask those questions. Just a couple of months ago, I felt bad for one of my sorry, one of my students, because we went all that time and come to find out, even on the list, it only had two people, but on the deed, which is a whole nother conversation, it had three people. So we had to split that amount with three people, and the third person was dead. So unfortunately, what they thought that they were getting and my student thought that they were getting was completely different. So I just want to encourage you and empower you to be very diligent when you're getting a list, to ask all the right questions. I hope this video helps, and happy overage investing.